Hey there everyone, Barb Ling here, and for this Facebook Live, along by the way with Mo, the amazing Mowing Piggy Moose, for this Facebook Live I want to talk about something extraordinarily serious, and that is suicide. It was just reported this morning that celebrity chef Anthony Bourdain apparently committed suicide at age 61 or 62. And the thing I want to mention about suicide is it's kind of sort of the final solution, you know, the last resort. There's no coming back from it. And while you might think at this moment or during really dark times that nothing could possibly get better at any time, any place, anywhere, first off, I totally get where you might be considering that. In the past, I have had birdies, but besides birdies, in the past, I've had birdies that eat Moe's lettuce. Oh well. In the past, I myself have thought about suicide. I know a lot of my colleagues have as well. I'm extraordinarily blessed that it never got so bad to the point that I actually took the next step. The thing is when all seems lost, it is so very difficult to try and pull yourself out. And yeah, I totally get where that's coming from. What helped me? Well, first off, friends, family, that was definitely a benefit. Also, realizing that even if I couldn't see my own value, and yeah, there were times that I couldn't see my own value, it's kind of obvious that, well, my spouse can, my kids can. If I was going to commit suicide, even if I was believing, okay, the world is better off without me, I can't begin to imagine the damage that would do to the people who discovered me. And even if there are times where, again, my self-worth, the way I viewed my own value was virtually non-existent, it didn't get away from the fact that other people were able to see what basically escaped me. And I think that's key, because when you're so thoroughly in such a bad place mentally, you don't give yourself permission to recognize the personal greatness that you have, because, well, yeah, you personally don't see it. But just because you don't see it right now, that doesn't mean that the rest of the world doesn't see it. As a matter of fact, I would probably guarantee that your friends, your family, hang on, I'm about to cough. I would normally use my elbow. I think I have to use my elbow. Didn't want to bother Mo. Sorry, Mo. Barb cough. Take 3. Okay, where was I? About to cough again. Sorry. I'm sorry, Mo. Mo was feeling very put upon because he's kind of sort of looking and muttering to himself as Birdie is eating his lettuce leaf. In a second. Okay, even if you right now don't see your own personal value, your own personal worth, yeah, the people in your life, they do, all right? And I would virtually guarantee that there's probably somebody in your life that if you were to say, hey, I'm considering suicide, they'll say, hold that thought, I'll be right there. Now, there are times, okay, when maybe you don't have that. In that case, there's the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, and I have it up here, which is at 1-800-273-8255. And remember, okay, suicide is a personal end of the road. So if you could somehow find it within yourself to give yourself 24 more hours at least, all right? And try to reach out. Try to see what is obvious to everybody else. Coughing again. This is really bad. Oh, look, you can see my bent arm. Bent arm. I'm going to get there eventually. Here I go again. One more time. Even if you personally cannot see your own magnificent, fantastic value, virtually guaranteed, one of your friends will, and if they don't, okay, because there are people who really don't have that support network, there is that suicide prevention hotline, okay, and think about it, all right? There's today, okay, and there is, ideally, the rest of your life. If you end your life today, let me put Piggy foot back. Hello there, Piggy. If you choose to end your life today, the rest of your life is obviously non-existent. So you're kind of sort of missing out on the rest of your life where possibly, yeah, things can go in the up direction. I am living proof, okay? Things can go in the up direction, all right? And I'm not the only one out there. Guaranteed. Bunches of your colleagues, our colleagues in any niche whatsoever. There's folks that have also considered the concept of suicide, but have managed to pull themselves back. And that is such a glorious thing, because when you allow yourself to be pulled back from suicide, la-di-da-da-da. One more time. Is that like the fourth or fifth time I've now said one more time? And notice how currently coughing all over the place has zero impact on the Beak of Doom, because he's there like nom nom nom, lettuce, yeah. And Mo's there like, I'd like to nom nom nom, except there's a Beak of Doom there, but right. So, what am I trying to say? Okay. I will gain that train of thought one more time. Hopefully I will not cough again. Let's hope so. When you give yourself the opportunity to have someone else pull you back from the brink, or discover your own inner hero and pull yourself back from the brink. I personally don't care who pulls you back from the brink. Piggy Moose, if it is you, if it is somebody else, just so long as you step away from that cliff, okay? You then have the rest of your life to enjoy the benefits from pulling yourself back from the brink, okay? Because look at it this way as well. If you choose to end it all, there's no more hit movies coming out that you'll be able to see. You'll miss Star Trek IV, that's coming out sometime next year. You'll miss the conclusion of The Avengers, Infinity War, which, by the way, fantastic movie, except for the last 5 minutes, which I thoroughly, totally hated. But, sorry, Birdie, I didn't mean to do that and such. You'll miss what's coming along down the pike, okay? You'll miss sunsets at night. You'll miss being able to wake up in the morning and see the Beak of Doom steal your Piggy Moose's lettuce and such. What I'm trying to say is, thoughts of killing yourself, chances are it's not going to be 24/7 for the next day, week, month, year, decade, lifetime. Okay? Chances are it's going to be a peak of imperfection, and that somehow you or somebody else can pull you back. So Oh, by the way, people are actually commenting here. I didn't even notice. There's Omar and Rachel and Jean and Jen and Edmund and hello everybody. I kind of missed anything else that got scrolled off. I very much appreciate you watching me and the Piggy Moose and the amazing Piggy Moose, Mowing Piggy Moose, and the Beak of Doom. But anywho's, as I was saying, so, all right, let's say that you decide you're going to kill yourself. All right. And there's that moment in your mind. Maybe you do what I did all those years ago and take out your hunting knife that you always have with you and kind of sort of put it against your wrist and then say to yourself, gee, you know, that'd be extraordinarily painful, and then put it away and realize, hey, you need help. But if, well, actually, start again. So if you've decided, okay, you're going to end it all, but you manage to somehow pull yourself back, get help, all right? There is nothing wrong with mental illness. There is nothing wrong with depression. There is nothing wrong with realizing, hey, I need help. Because back then, you know something? Hey, I needed help and I got it. And I am forever grateful that I did, and for all the life that I've had since then, yeah. I'll bet you he's not going to fly away. I'll bet you that my husband, my kids, everybody, colleagues, partners, everybody, folks who watch the Facebook Lives that I've been making over the past 3 years, dare I say it again, everybody who comes into contact with me and knows something, I'll bet they're pretty glad I didn't off myself either. So what's your takeaway from here? Alrighty, several takeaways. First off, stigma for wanting to commit suicide, throw that out the window, okay? Because fuck whoever says, wow, you must be weak, you must be a loser, go to hell, blah, 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 you're not going to get into heaven, etc., etc., etc. Whoever tries to make you feel bad, okay, weak, alone, write them out of your life, all right? They're not in your shoes. They have not a freaking clue what it's like to be you, okay? So, yeah. If you have depression, if you have anxiety, if you have other things that are considered mental illnesses and so, guess what? The vast majority of people also have them. They might not be very verbal about them, but hey, I'll admit it. I thought about suicide. If you consider that a mental illness, I have mental illness. I have had depression. If you consider that mental illness, hey, welcome to my world. Mental illness. It's okay. It's part of being human. It's part of seeing what actually works best for you. And guess what? Suicide is not what is going to work best for you, all right? Getting the help will. So how do you get the help? Well, of course, there's the suicide prevention. That's always good. There's talking to people. There's finding therapists. There's finding folks who have gone through the kind of trauma and struggles that you are going through right now that can possibly give you hope, possibly give you help, possibly show you that, forgive me for saying, but yeah, unless we have nuclear devastation, and even in that case, the sun will rise again tomorrow. The sun will come out tomorrow. Okay, it's not that it will rise, it's that it will come out. As I said, the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom, Piggy Moose, that tomorrow there'll be... He didn't join in. I'm sorry. I really have to teach the Piggy Moose how to sing. But anywho's, as I was saying, having thoughts of suicide are far more common than you might think. It's not the answer. It will never be the answer. And if you give yourself permission to recognize how the rest of the world sees your magnificence, you can pull yourself back. If you call the suicide prevention hotline, you can pull yourself back. If you do virtually anything except killing yourself, you can pull yourself back, because you know something? You are valued. You are special. You are somebody who makes the world a better place. And never, ever, ever, never lose sight of that fact. Because you know something? It's undeniable. So, yep. This is Barb Ling here, along with Mo, the amazing mowing piggy moose, who has still yet to mow. Mow? Oh, well. And also the Beak of Doom, who is someplace. We are signing off, and we will see you, swing, on the inside. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. How do I finish this? I smile. Let's try it again. Take care, everybody. Wave. Bye-bye.